Okay. Hello, anyone and everyone. We're going to be diving back into Shadow of the Colossus. I have 3 Colossi to go. So it shouldn't take too long, I don't think. They are the most, well, they're definitely the most involved. So they do take longer than most of the other Colossi do, but of course, but still, shouldn't be too long of a stream today compared to last time, where I got through, the vast majority of them. But the plan is to finish the game, and then I'll start a new game plus, as it were, and then see if I can climb up to the garden at the top of the Shrine of Worship. I don't exactly remember how to do it 100%. So hopefully I'll remember and figure it out. It might take me a few tries. If we don't get there, we don't get there. But it'd be cool to show it off. It's kind of a cool little Easter egg. How somebody found it in the first place, the way to get up there, I will never know. A lot of lust for destruction in this game, I have found. Okay. Regain control there. Left side. I do like with headphones on, you can hear which direction aggro's coming from, which is kind of cool. Oops, wrong button. There we go. So now we need to go, I think, across the bridge over here. But to do that, I think I have to go through the forest again. So we'll do that. Yeah, I'm almost positive that's how you have to do it. I certainly hope so, anyway. Not like I'm not used to getting lost, but still. That's interesting. I don't know why. Uh-oh. We've got a freeze on our hands. Well. Alright, hang on one second while I try to fix this. Okay, so I think my disc stopped spinning. My PS2 is in bad shape, unfortunately. So, where am I? Okay, cool. So, hopefully that will fix the problem. But, yeah. I thought I had my issue solved with the disc, but apparently not, so. Not the disc itself. The disc is fine. It's the sensor that's pressed down when the console lid is closed on the PS2 Slim. Mine is not line. lined up properly anymore, and so it doesn't press down all the way. And therefore, I get lots of skips. And sometimes the disc will just stop reading. The only solution I found that's reliable is to weight down the top of the console. Which is a bummer. I hate having to do that. Mostly because it means I have to make sure the PS2 is like on the floor somewhere out instead of tucked away in my cabinet, which is not the most convenient thing in the world, but could be worse, I suppose. Now, I thought I was on the right path here. Yeah, I am. I thought there was another bridge, but I guess not. Ah, there is. Now, we've been out here before. Accidentally. But now I'm trying to... This doesn't seem right to me for some reason. Well, do I go around that way, or is that a dead end? Well, I guess I can look at the map. That would be a dead end if I go that way. So I've got to go through that pass and to the left, it looks like. Yeah, I think we went this way when I was looking for the sea serpent. I don't remember what his nickname is. Yeah, I think we're good. And then I go, I think, along a little path near some water, and then through a... yeah, this looks familiar. Yep. Oops, sorry, aggro. Yep, I know. Alright. So coming up is one of my favorite Colossi. Just because it involves a lot more platforming and stuff, which is not necessarily the game's strength, but I think it's a little underutilized. So I'm glad there's at least one Colossus that really requires you to navigate the environment a lot, rather than just climbing the Colossus itself. And it's a really cool environment, too. Just gonna get a little survey of the land here. So I am gonna end up going over there, I think. I think I dropped down. Yeah, so this is where you enter, and then you end up coming back here. Take notice of the floor here. With how big all the architecture is here, you kind of wonder, like, who is it that lived here? It's, you know, these are huge trenches and stuff. Canals, I guess you could call them. So since he's so aggressive, the goal, of course, is to kind of avoid him for a while and do something similar to what we did with the other lion-like Colossus, which is get rid of his armor. But this one takes a little bit more thought, which is cool. So he's gonna charge once. But we gotta... Oops. We gotta angry up his blood a little bit so he'll do it again. Where'd he go? There he is. You can kind of control Wander a little bit during the cutscenes, which is cool. It's kind of hard to do sometimes, but if you do it right, you can position yourself well for the next sequence. Hold here. See if he comes charging at us. Okay, there's the one. Nope. I didn't do the best job. Oh, that worked out. Yeah, you definitely don't want to fall off early. That could be troublesome. Where are you? There you go. Right. Tick them off real good. That didn't work out as well as I'd hoped, and I'm very exposed now. So, come on. Ooh, some serious slowdown there. Luckily, I'm not really in a super dangerous area. So not too much to worry about there. Yeah. Should be enough. Alright, perfect. Now... onto this section. It's kind of like an obstacle course. Oops. Forgot to grip. Which makes it cool. And then I'm going to go that way. Now, I think you can probably time your jump so that you can... oopsie. So that you can actually just jump right on these platforms. But I don't know the timings if they're possible. I'm pretty sure they are possible, but just don't know them, so... I think I gotta go this way. Then over to the right here. Oh, I don't remember him ramming this. This can't fall, though, so there's no risk other than it just interrupts your climbing. And here, you'll see we're on the outside of where we came in from. And here we go. Not sure where I am. I might have gotten kind of crushed there. Yep. Am I protected? Yes. So, we've got to get in there. I kind of made a mess of that, I think. Okay, that actually worked out pretty well. And you'll see here... oops. What? Can I just... yeah, okay. Take out the bow again. I forgot I still need it. Let's kind of knock him out here a little bit. And you see now he's exposed at the top. And now I've got to remember how to actually get him to where I can actually take him on. I think I can get up here. Oh, okay, so that actually crumbles, but that's okay. She's gonna buck us pretty hard here. And that's exactly what I wanted. Let me see if there's another... Yeah, so I can go onto that one too, I think. Or is that holding up the... Is that holding it up? Yes, it is. Okay. So ideally, I'd figure out a way to get him to... Ah, there we go. I can get on that one. Oh. Not fast enough. I may have got myself trapped. Oh, man. The camera's got me pretty stuck here. I don't think he can come back here, though. Okay. Let's see where we are. Got it. Okay. Now, the question is, can I jump? Okay, I can jump to this. Excellent. Although I probably should have waited so my health was back a little bit. There we go. Smash. That's actually probably one of the best fights I've had against him, I think. I was always really curious about what it meant by a giant has fallen into the city. I don't know what that means. Kind of gives you an interesting mystery to think about with regard to how these colossi all got to where they are. Because some of them are in places where they seem... It seems like it would be impossible for them to get out. Especially the water ones. So you have to wonder how they got there. A little bit. Okay, so I think the last one, yeah, is back out through here. I should have gone out the other way. It's easier for me to figure out where the bridge is. That's the one that goes... Is that the one? Yep, okay. I really need to get myself a CRT television again so I can play this game like I originally did. Because right now I'm playing in 480p output over HDMI with the OSSC line doubler. And this is just pass-through because unfortunately the Elgato HD does not accept a line doubled signal from 480p, so it's a resolution it just can't really deal with, unfortunately, which is a shame because getting a little higher resolution would be nice out of this game, but I think it still looks pretty good, even though you'll see a lot of kind of weird artifacts thanks to the lack of anti-aliasing and stuff like that, so it's a little jagged in places, but not too bad. But that kind of stuff is smoothed over on a CRT, so it looks a lot smoother, and the lower resolution doesn't it's not so pronounced looking. Oh, I think it's over this way, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Now to get in here, I think I go up to the left. Trying to remember if I need to take aggro with me or not. I don't think so. Not sure I can even. Kind of cool just to look around though. Yeah, I think I go up there. Maybe. We'll see. Nope. Definitely can't jump that. Just through here, it looks like. Those wind effects are really cool too. One of my favorite parts of the game. And you kind of miss them when you play on a TV, I think. Having headphones is actually really beneficial. You get a really good sense of space thanks to the sound design. Okay, now I've got to remember which side to take this guy on at. He has such a cool reveal, too. I want to... Let's see here really quick. I think it's this side. Alright, now I've got to book it. He doesn't really pursue you super fast, obviously, otherwise you'd be in serious trouble. Because it's just a big, wide open, almost like a ball court or something. That's what it reminds me of. So my goal is to get up here, but it's just out of reach. But we'll fix that. Well. What are you doing, buddy? Okay. Is this the right way? Might be the other side. This side looks a little light on climbing materials. Let's see this one. Because I'm pretty sure you can only do it on one side. And it looks like it's that one. I don't have enough material to jump on. I don't think I can create any. So we'll go down here. Why he chooses to step on us rather than do literally anything else, I don't know. I mean, he has arms after all. Am I forgetting something here? Maybe I have to... Well, it's not going to work if I'm right next to the pillar. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so maybe that's... Maybe these have to fall down? Or maybe I'm wrong, maybe it was the other side after all. I don't know what that's about. Well, yeah, I guess it is the other side. Shoot. Alright. Should have tried getting him to hit me over here first, huh? He is cool though, so I don't mind too much. It's interesting that his life bar will show up when you hit him, and you take a little sliver of health off. Obviously, without damaging the sigils, he won't die, but it's kind of interesting. There we go. That's what I was looking for. The other side may have a section where this will happen too, and I thought I had found it, but I didn't. Oops. I didn't seem to find it after all, so. Okay, now. We go over here. And the fun begins. Now, I'm playing on normal, so I think he only has... you know, I actually don't remember... Oops. How many, sigils he has. He might just have one. He might have two. What are you gonna do, buddy? Hopefully that's enough to keep me from falling to the ground. Yep, it was. Can I climb this or do I have to jump it? I'd have to jump it. And he will violently shake me here. Alright, let's get off of his head for a sec. Dang it. Oh, so close. It's that step forward he does. Because you should have a good window to do it. But then he moves just enough. Trying to recover a bit of stamina here, but that's not working out so well. Okay. Yeah, so you gotta wait for two head throws. It looks like. And then he gives you a little bit of a window after this, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's the end of that sigil. And the other one, I might know where it is. Depending on if it changes for hard mode or regular, I don't remember. Well, let's see. Oh, ouch. It's not pointing me anywhere, that's weird. Okay, so you can't follow me out of the arena. But there is no sun. I'll recover a little bit of health out here, just to be safe. Okay, what are you pointing at? Yeah, I know. What's weird, though, is it's pointing... Okay, now it's pointing where I thought it was. Okay. I think what I have to do... I think I've got to get back on top of him. So I don't think I can force him to... That's still... So the object here is to get him to drop his sword. But I think I need to be on him so I can drop to his arm. I don't think I can do it from the ground. So I want to get on this shoulder here. A little bit closer, pal. Oops. Not perfect. There we go. What are you doing? Oh, don't walk towards me. There you go. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I'm trying to remember how to get him to... Yeah, I threw his arm down before. Or he threw his arm down before. But he didn't seem particularly interested in dropping it so that I could... Oops. What are you doing? Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, bummer. Oh, I did it again, too. Messed that up. I didn't get around his fingers in time. The camera is kind of tricky here, because you're looking up at him at a very close distance. Come on, just do the... And it kind of fights you a little bit. It wants to kind of turn when... It would be nice if it just kind of, like, left itself alone and didn't do anything. There we go. Oh, really? That sigil's got a small hitbox. Normally, on most sigils, that would have absolutely landed. Thank you, Dorman. That overwrote. That's weird. I've never had that happen before, where his hint will... The music got all screwed up, too. That's really interesting. Yeah, I've never had that happen. That's really funny. I do wonder. I assume those hints from Dorman are just based on time, but I feel like once the flag for you revealing the second sigil have happened, like once that's been accomplished, you would think the hints would stop appearing. Because then it's obviously just a matter of execution, but... Alright. Last Colossus coming up. The most intricate as well, of course. Oh, I don't think this is right. Let's see. Is it? Do I go back up here? That seems weird. I thought I went... It's definitely somewhere I can ride with aggro. Do I go around? That's weird. We'll go around, and then if it points us back this way, that's fine. But I think we go around, and then it's on the other side. I'll go to the right. That is the place. I obviously chose the wrong side to go down, didn't I? There we go. Couple of hawks flying around. Saw some doves earlier. That was such a cool moment when I first played. And this whole thing was full of really cool moments. But anything that had to do with kind of like hinting at the lore and stuff, I was always really interested in. Dang it, aggro. Taking off when I'm trying to kill lizard here. A little bit extra grip here, and now I've got to remember where the heck I'm going. So... oh, I've got to go up there. Actually, you know what? I am going to do one thing, just in case. So I don't have to travel all the way back here. Okay. With that done, we can move on. Man, that was such an affecting moment the first time it happened. I mean, considering, you know, Aggro's the only character you really interact with on a regular basis. And you need her to accomplish a lot of what you've done. It's a pretty brilliant trick. You're essentially, you know, taking away the only companion that you have. Oops. Now I'm trying to remember if I could just launch my way up here, or... oh yeah, I can. I kind of wonder what a game like this would be like a platform game, a 3D platform game would be like with these kind of mechanics, because I would say it's certainly not a platform game by design, but the platforming in this game is remarkably fun. The way it responds to you, the way your character model kind of moves around in a particular way. Whoops. I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to see what that would look like. Whoops. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I think I'm supposed to still go up. Is what I'm supposed to do. Oops. Okay, so let's see now. So you go through here. It didn't look like you could climb those pillars, though, but I guess you can. Because obviously it spits me back on the same side I climbed up from on the other, you know, from here, which is not what I want to do, so. I guess you do go up. Which should be obvious. I don't know why I didn't remember that. Okay, here he is. So getting to this guy is kind of a puzzle in itself a little bit. You got to work your way through these underground tunnels in order to get close to him where he can't hit you with those energy blasts. Convenient that there are these blockades here. Not sure how or why they were built. Just adds to the mystery, of course. Does he not know where I am? I guess not. That should be the last one, I think. And here we are. Climbing this guy is definitely an interesting challenge. It's frustrating if you fall because you've got a long way to climb back up. But the idea, of course, is fantastic. You're basically climbing a building that lives. Now, I'm trying to remember which side I'm on here. Okay, it looks like I'm at the front. But I don't want to be at the front. Yeah, jumps like that are always a little more harrowing on this because if your angle's off, you've got a long way to fall. It won't kill you, of course. Oops. Oh, now I'm on the front, which is not where I want to be. Huh, that's weird. Oop. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, not so bad. Come on, get around. There we go. There we go. Now we're on the right side. I'm trying to remember if I need the sword or not right now. Oop. Sword, it looks like. No, do this. Okay, there we go. Climb up, please. I think I've got to stab his hand to calm him down here for a sec. If I can. Yep, there we go. Oh, great. Oh, really? That's frustrating. Because I was gripping. I'm not sure why that didn't count. Alright. I forget that you don't automatically grip onto that one. Okay, which side is which here? Okay. That's where I want to be. Where? Yeah, that angle really makes it difficult to figure out what you're looking at and where you're going. There we go. Nope. Didn't fall as far this time, thankfully. Yeah, when you're worried about your grip meter, definitely makes those actions... It raises the stakes in a way that, you know, it's not a particularly difficult thing to do, honestly. It's more just keeping calm and not freaking out that you're, wrong side. Yeah, it's really more about just not freaking out that your grip gauge isn't as high as you would think. Oh, jeez. Stupid. Probably more than any other place in the game, the camera really is not your friend here. That's a scripted little thing, which I don't really care for very much. It's fine if it happens the one time, but then that it keeps happening is kind of like, well, the surprise is gone and there's no risk. Okay. How'd I end up in the front of him again? Okay. It's gonna wear out my trigger finger here. Oh, good. Ugh, I was about to be really ticked off about that. Okay, come on. What? No. Okay, good. I think I have to... Okay. Finally. Well, let's see if I can actually get onto his head here. There we go. Okay, okay. Every time I try, it's like he squirms around some more. There we go. One more should do it. Maybe. Yeah, this looks like a better spot to be. Maybe. Maybe not. I always thought that animation was really cool, where he just kind of goes limp and his arm just falls to the side. That's really cool. Okay, so that is the 16th Colossus done.
エモン。リードラーニ。Amnos crude adverb. Around formulas ilicum adolf. ロンモラにアーバントがロー呼んでやられずアウラブウーロンかビュキュームクアエクイズインフイロンデケイクルードノスースリフカフイモウザイランディクイケワゼウドYou want to lie, Luludo? Le coquelot, il y homme. Il me dit, oh, mon rude. Aki. Oh, dit, I don't, it can't call me. Oh, it's your kudu. Il reserve no Catayudo. 行くかオルダー。
So, we were responsible for the reawakening of Dorman. How this doesn't kill these guys, I don't know. But we can't really move very well because we've been shot in the leg. Our mobility is severely reduced. So we kind of get to be on the other side of the whole thing where we are, you know, we're the Colossus in an essence, which is a nice role reversal. This is the most I've ever smashed these guys, I think. But as you can see, we're kind of helpless, ultimately. As I can't travel any further. Oh, I guess I can a little bit. But as they make their escape... we're kind of left behind.
You call this?
And Dorman's power kind of gets pulled away into this void, I guess. It's not really clear what happens. Oh, I don't want to go that way. Since we're still somewhat possessed by Dorman, there's really nothing we can do. Aggro somehow manages to survive that fall, which of course is nice because having lost her would have been pretty terrible. Okay. So that was Shadow of the Colossus. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about this game that hasn't been said by other people. It's a masterpiece. Remains a masterpiece. You know, for the era that it was released in 2005, it seems almost impossible. I don't know you know, what it was. It seems like it just came out of nowhere in terms of its design choices compared to games of the era. I mean, 2005 was not a... It was a time of a lot of experimentation because the PS2 had been such a popular console that there were a lot of weird and interesting games available, you know. But there was really nothing at all like this. And there really isn't still, I would say. You know, even the game following this, Last Guardian, isn't really like this with regard to how the player interacts with the world. Both Eco and The Last Guardian are games where you interact with the AI of a companion in a core way. It's the crux of the whole experience. This game is much more about self-reflection, I think. The fact that you're isolated for so long, that the companion you do have is a horse that you can't... I mean, you can interact with her, of course, but she's still kind of a tool for you, more so than a totally separate entity. So there's a little bit of a gap between how Ueda's other two games kind of force the player to think about how the game world works in terms of the characters within it. This one is much more focused. It's much more... In some ways, it is more traditional to a regular video game. You know, you're fighting enemies. They have health bars. They're basically just bosses, so it's kind of an interesting mix of some very traditional elements of games, but removing absolutely everything that is inessential. What I love especially about the narrative is, with Eamon there, he has a very particular idea of how all this went. But it's not clear how much he actually knows about what happened. He seems to think that Wander was possessed by the dead, which doesn't really seem to be totally true. He seems to be possessed by Dorman, and obviously there are those black spirits that kind of all rush into Dorman's form. But it's not really clear what those are, whether they're the spirits of the dead or what they are. So he seems to have kind of a biased view of the whole situation, I guess we could say. And the only other perspective we really get is Dorman's, who doesn't really make it clear what he's doing. Or what he even is. What it is, I should say. The toe animations on the baby there. I never really noticed those before. So this area they're walking up now is where I'm going to try to get to myself when we restart this game when the credits are finished. You can get up here. You do need a certain grip level in order to pull it off, but because this is the NTSC version, you can use a trick called the diagonal jump glitch, where your stamina does not reduce at the rate intended by the designers, so you can go a much further distance than intended. So you can do it regularly too once you've beaten the game probably a couple times, because your grip meter will continue to grow through multiple playthroughs. But you don't need to do that, I don't think. I think you can go through with just one. We'll find out, of course. This glitch was removed in the PAL versions, which was then used for the HD remaster on the PS3, so that's kind of a bummer. And I assume it is not a thing in the PS4 remake, but I haven't played that for myself, so I couldn't say. What's interesting too is throughout the world you can find lizard tails, like I did, to increase your grip meter. You can shoot fruit down from trees that will increase your health, which I think I might have done once. And that will, you know, carry through to other playthroughs as well. It carries through your regular game, and then if you play a New Game Plus, you can that carries over. But if you go up to this garden at the top of the Shrine of Worship, you can actually find some different kind of fruit, which will, well, if we get there, I'll show you. It's nice that this game still has an impact on me after all this time. I've played it numerous times, learned a lot of its tricks. But man, if you do just a full playthrough of it, it really does have a great impact on you, I think. Okay. So we'll go ahead and load up our game again. I think I can save it, yeah. .511, that's probably the fastest I've ever been at. Okay, so you get access to time attack mode once you've beaten the game. You get access to hard mode once you've beaten the game. And hard mode has some additional sigils on some of the Colossi, stuff like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and do new game hard mode, or can I load the game? Actually, no, I don't remember how this works exactly. Okay, yeah. Restarts us. But as you see, my grip meter is the same as it was when I finished. My health meter, which is less important, is the same. So we are going to... I don't need my sword. Go around here. Part of the reason I got some of the lizard tails in this playthrough was to make sure my grip gauge was high enough for this. Pretty sure it is. Alright, so we need to go over here. I think this is the right place, maybe? Let's see here. Is that right? Or is it... It's been a long time since I've done this. I have done it once. Pretty sure that's it. Yeah, it's... Oh, wait. Maybe... Nah, it's gotta be it. Yeah, that's it. I'm pretty sure. Okay. So here we go. You can actually hold here, even though there's no ivy. So, to do this glitch, you basically just hold triangle, which is jump. And then hold diagonal on the analog stick. And as you'll see, my grip gauge is not going down very much. I don't jump very far either, but the trade-off is absolutely worth it. I assume this got through QA because it's probably not very useful on actual Colossi. And the environmental things you have to jump on don't allow for this kind of movement normally, since most of it's ledges and stuff that are gapped a certain way, so you have to do a regular jump. That's my guess, anyway. But they did learn about it before the PAL release and removed it. It is kind of murder on your index finger, though, holding the grip button for this long. Actually, I'm going to switch fingers here. Okay. Now I'm going to regain my... I think I'm going to be able to do it here. Yeah. I don't think I can stand here, but I can do this. Give my finger a rest for a sec. Whew. Yeah. You don't have to hold the grip button very hard, but it's kind of difficult not to when you're doing this. Okay. So we go over here. Okay, then... go up here. Oh, ooh, okay. Yeah, I gotta wait till he'll give you the sign that he's gonna jump when he moves his arm like that. Okay, that's not how you do that, I guess. Can I just go? Nope. I think there's like a weird... There's a weird place I gotta like grip here. Oh, okay. Not sure I'm gonna make it now. Oh no. Okay. I might be doing this part wrong. I think there's like a... I think there's a spot I'm supposed to be able to crawl here, but it doesn't seem to be... Wait, let me... Or maybe I'm supposed to go... don't remember, unfortunately. Alright, I'm going to look up a little video to see where I go from there, because I don't recall, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, it looks like I was going the wrong way. I was going high when I should have gone low. There's a ledge you drop down to rather than going up to it. And from there, it looks like you go around another ledge. Do the same thing, kind of. Okay, and then here. Yeah, that's the weird grippy part. Okay. Okay, we'll try it again. It's funny, you can hear aggro kind of running down there below you. The funny thing about this whole thing is, like, clearly it was meant to be found, because there is something you can actually interact with up at the top. But it is so convoluted to get up here, and requires some serious patience and, you know, a little bit of skill with how the gripping mechanics work and all that stuff. I wonder how much stamina it requires if you just do it the regular way. Like if you just climbed it regularly. Okay, I'll rest up here. Give my finger a little break here for a sec. Okay. Okay, so here's where I messed up last time. I'm supposed to do that. But this is where I was supposed to go to instead. I want to say there's another place I can... It's not there. Now this is, I think, kind of the tricky part. There we go. Oh, is there not a resting spot here? I guess not. Dang it. Thought there was. Yeah, that's definitely where you waste the most of your stamina, is trying to get around that little ledge. Yeah, if I can get onto that other ledge a little more quickly, I think we'll be all right. Because from there you get on that pillar. You go up. Yeah, I think that's the only other place to rest. Okay. Maybe this will be the last try. See how I'm feeling here. I'm certainly not the only person who's ever been up here, so it's not like it's not like it's a secret at this point, but it'd be fun to do. Just gotta cap this playthrough off. Don't want to jump too far over there. Because I'm not sure where the grip texture ends. Okay. Stretch out my hand. All right. Oh, wait. Drop. Yeah, I also wasted a little bit of time on that last time, too. Oh, no. No. Alright, one more try. Because I can save a little bit of grip by doing that, but not that close to the edge. Ugh. That was dumb. He's really got to set all the way in that animation before he'll jump. Actually, you know what? Since I'm going to rebuild my stamina anyway, I'm going to go a little faster through here. Okay. So from here, if I do this, one more, and then that'll be it. Okay, yeah. It's gonna make me panic otherwise. Come on. There we go. I can't see anything. No. Okay, there we go. That's the climb. So from here, here's the bridge, and you can go all the way across the bridge. I won't. There's nothing to see there, except it's really cool that you can actually cross the whole thing. This door is locked, of course. So now, we will head up to the garden. That climb's actually not too bad once you know what you're doing. I just made a couple mistakes, partly due because I didn't remember how to do it. But it's not that bad. And here we are, in the garden. Cool little waterfall action going on over here. See if I can find a good vantage point here. So you can see over here, let's go over there actually really quick. Over here you can see where Dorman speaks from during the game. Or at least where the light comes through. As you can see though, there's really nothing special. Well, yeah, the hole continues to the ceiling too, it looks like, so. Obviously his voice comes in through some still unknown place, but through, kind of focused through the temple there, which is kind of cool. Alright, let's go back up where we were. I keep hearing things. Sounds like a sword being sheathed or something, which is weird. We'll go up here. And as you might have seen before, you'll see these fruit pieces hanging. So we'll shoot those down. Okay, and what's interesting about them is unlike the fruit that increases your health in the rest of the world, eating this fruit reduces your your health and stamina. Which is really interesting. I'm not sure why exactly that is the case, but it's kind of a cool little thing. Doing this is going to ensure that I can't come back up here, I guess. But you can reduce yourself all the way back to the base level of stamina and health, I'm pretty sure. I think there's enough fruit in here to do that, no matter how strong you've become. So yeah. Kind of a cool little special inclusion for players who really want to get the most out of their games, I guess, and just search everything like crazy. So, okay, I think that's going to do it for me for this stream. So, as always, thank you all for watching. And next week, who knows? I don't know what I'm going to be playing. So, I will be sure to update the schedule with whatever game I decide. It may be something Super Nintendo based, since I have recently received an analog Super NT, which is very cool. I've been enjoying that a lot. So I may choose a Super Nintendo game, or maybe not, who knows. So, alright. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you next time.